When we look in the background behind me, this is an area of intense pink salmon spawning just a few months ago. And here we have heavy equipment, bulldozers, hose, gravel trucks moving up and down the roads every minute. And we're in the middle of a sensitive spawning ground. And the bar right behind us is, we're told, is also quite important for sturgeon spawning. And yet the environmental assessments of their spawn and the impacts of this work is unknown at this point in time. When you look at 2 sites this year, several sites last year and the year before, we're having multiple impacts on the river, and no one's putting this all together. In 2006, 2.3 million pink salmon eggs and alevins and fry were killed in this area. These are extremely sensitive habitats, and we're quite concerned with the removal of the bar. You'll affect the hydraulics and you'll affect the gravel quality in these areas and destabilize the bars. So this could greatly affect the spawning for fish next year and the year after.
The rationale being given by the province of British Columbia is that we have to remove this gravel in order to prevent this massive river from flooding. And I don't know if anybody can just appreciate the scale of what's going on back here, but that little bit of gravel that's being removed, it's actually quite a bit in terms of total cubic meters. But on the grand scheme of things, when you look at the scale and scope of this river, that little bit of gravel is not going to do anything for flood protection. Based on all the reports that we've seen, including direct emails from senior levels of the federal government and the Department of Fisheries and Oceans, they categorically state that gravel removal on this scale will do nothing to change the flood profile. There are hydrological consultants' reports that were provided to the province and to the federal government that echo the same thing. So yes, we do know that what they're doing is not going to be reducing flood risk by any great degree.
More truck traffic, gravel truck traffic on this bridge than there is anywhere in the Trans-Canada Highway. They're waiting on both ends to get over this narrow bridge.
You can plainly see a full-on traffic jam just to get over the bridge here. At one moment here, I'm looking and I see somewhere in the order of 10 trucks that are coming or going with loads of gravel, and that's just right now. We've got many more that are off depositing their gravel over at the gravel screen. There's any question about the scale of this project, it's just staggering. The heart of the most important salmon river and sturgeon river in Canada, and you would think that this was a full-on industrial mine site.
It's such a beautiful, picturesque river. I mean, it's enjoyed by so many people, and I just want that preserved. I want to make sure that we're looking after it. If we have to take gravel out of this river, we want to do it with the science, and the science is not there. I mean, when my kids were small, we'd come out here, we'd camp on the weekend. We never thought that we would be faced with such attack on it. You know, we'd come out and just a beautiful weekend. We'd come out, we'd camp and fish, and we'd see the eagles flying around and all the other things that depend on it. It's not just the human that needs this. It's all the other wildlife. I mean, we've got to have these fish coming back, and if we continue to do this, we're going to lose it, and it'll be gone forever.